Sheena, thank you. Now from the Target 12 investigators, the man accused of a stabbing spree at a movie theater and McDonald's in Massachusetts and possibly a homicide in Connecticut faced a judge today. Jared Ravizza was ordered held without bail at Bridgewater State Hospital after police in Massachusetts nabbed him at a Plymouth Mcdonalds for stabbing two workers there. Target 12 investigator Alexandra Leslie joins us live now in studio, and she obtained new court records detailing more about the timeline of the chain of events. Alex.
Well, court documents show one of the McDonald's workers was at her first day on the job when she allegedly was stabbed by Jared Ravizza Saturday night. Ravizza is also wanted in connection with a homicide in Connecticut, which police learned about just hours earlier.
Count one, armed assault to murder.
Massachusetts State Police say Jared Ravizza was in his Porsche at the McDonald's at the Route 3 rest stop in Plymouth when he disagreed with a cashier about what was in his food order and stabbed him through the window.
He then parked his vehicle, entered the store, and proceeded behind the counter where he stabbed a female employee.
Ravizza sped off, later crashing his car in Sandwich, Mass. According to court records obtained by Target 12, Ravizza later told a doctor at South Shore Hospital he was in a police chase, rolled his car over 6 times, and had been traveling as fast as 150 miles per hour. On Tuesday, a judge ordered a mental health evaluation for Ravizza. A doctor later testified the 26-year-old has been struggling with his mental health for years and has signs and symptoms of an active psychotic illness.
Evidenced by very serious delusions in which he believes that his family is involved with the mafia, and he is being controlled by multiple sources outside of him.
A few hours prior to this, police in Braintree say Ravizza entered an AMC theater and, quote, without saying anything or with any warning, stabbed 4 young girls. 3 of the girls were Lisa Dombrowski's daughters.
I hope he gets what he deserves. I understand mental health. I'm a counselor. I understand it. I think it's a pretty sick individual to harm children.
On the Plymouth charges, Ravizza entered a not guilty plea and was ordered held without bail at Bridgewater State Hospital. Now, hours before those 2 scenes in Massachusetts unfolded, police were already looking for Ravizza in connection to a homicide in Connecticut. I'll explain more about that case coming up new at 5. Live in studio with the Target 12 investigators, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
First at 5 from the Target 12 investigators, we're learning more about the 26-year-old accused of going on a violent crime spree Saturday. I'm Shannon Heggie.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. Prosecutors say he stabbed 6 people, 2 at a McDonald's and 4 at a movie theater, and it wasn't just that.
Target 12 investigator Alexandra Leslie obtained court documents explaining what led up to this. She joins us live in studio now with more details.
Well, Target 12 learned about a month before the alleged crime spree. Police on Martha's Vineyard say Jared Ravizza had suffered a mental break, destroyed his father's office, and assaulted him. On Saturday, Ravizza is accused of crimes across multiple communities. Connecticut State Police say on Saturday afternoon, a disturbance was heard at a home on Maritone Lane in Deep River. Authorities discovered a man identified as Bruce Feldman outside with visible injuries. The 70-year-old West Hartford man was later pronounced dead. While investigating Feldman's death, troopers learned 26-year-old Jared Ravizza of Chilmark, Mass. had been at the home with him, and some of his belongings were there. Police in Connecticut asked authorities in Massachusetts to do a wellness check at Ravizza's Agawam home. Court records obtained by Target 12 call Ravizza a person of interest in that case, but no charges have been filed yet.
Count one, armed assault to murder.
In Massachusetts, however, Ravizza is facing serious charges out of Plymouth and Braintree. Police say he stabbed 2 McDonald's workers after getting angry at the drive-thru just hours after the alleged disturbance in Connecticut. He was later nabbed after a police pursuit and brought to court Tuesday. A doctor said Ravizza showed signs of an active psychotic illness.
He believes that his family is involved with the mafia.
Before the McDonald's incident, police in Braintree say Ravizza entered an AMC theater and stabbed 4 young girls. 3 of the girls were Lisa Dombrowski's daughters.
But I think they are terrified that they could just go to a movie on a Saturday night and this could happen. Someone could just walk into a movie theater and do this.
On the Plymouth charges, Ravizza entered a not guilty plea. He's being held without bail at Bridgewater State Hospital. Live in studio with the Target 12 investigators, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.